Okay, I'm going to show you now how to do the advanced part. This was just the first part, steps 1 through 7. I think advanced starts at step 8. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my shape tool. Remember, sometimes it looks like rectangle depending on what you used last. I'm going to use circle. I'm going to go to where my two turquoise shapes touch, which they will probably have just plain shape. And I'm going to go to that same point I did last time when I created a circle. Right there on this one, I had to create a new one. So my flower shape is now yellow. Just pretend it was the same color. I'm clicking where the two touch, where the two petals touch. The two touch where the red circumference is, where the two yellows touch. That's where this set is. It's different than we did on the last one. So the last time what we did was we started here and we dragged it to where the petals touch. This time we're starting where the outside edge is and we're dragging it to where the two yellow ones touch. So there are my 6 going around. And they can go and use their draw tool and add things around the outside and just radiate it all the way around. But this has got us to the advanced part. I also wanted to show you the 3D over here where it opens your materials. Remember, this one's your materials, the 4th one down. There's all the different colors. If you open it, you can also choose to do something else. Let's say I wanted to do some brick instead. I can add in brick and other fun designs. If you go down, there's also black and white patterns that look pretty cool. Okay, now I'm going to look at it from a different view. Remember that if my action play button over here called scenes, I call it action because it looks like when they say action, I'm going to look at it from an angle so that I can push, pull, and make it more three-dimensional. Your orbit tool, which is the oval with the up and down arrows here, will allow you to tilt it just a little bit more. And if you wanted to move it, you could select the whole thing. If you wanted to move it over to the little bit to the next side, selecting allows you to select all the faces. And my move tool will allow me to move it over if I want. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to, wherever you click, that's where it's going to stay. Now, I'm going to use my push-pull feature underneath my shape tool. The top one's push-pull. Click on the face that you want to move. Just click on it. And then if you move your finger up and down on the Chromebook trackpad, or if you use your mouse up and down, or if you use the roller ball is going to zoom in and zoom out if you're using a mouse. Now, if I want this one to be the same exact height as this one here, I'm going to look at this one. If you want to bring this up and you try to compare it, well, since it's in perspective, you really can't tell. So if you come over to the edge of this one, to one of the edge points, midpoint or wherever on this top surface, it's going to make it the same height. So if I click on this, click on the edge, click on this, my end point's going to be on the edge of that one. And you can see they're going to end up being the same height. So if you look at it from the side view, which is the side view, you can see that they're all the exact same height. Okay, so that's how you push-pull. Click on a face, it highlights it with blue dots, and you can either go down or you can go up, and you can do various different heights. And if you want to get to the other edge, if it's not clicking and working on it, just orbit it around, which means kind of spinning it around on its axis, and then you can go do your push-pull tool. And if you click on the edge of this one, it's still the same height even though it's way over there. See, this one it's not accessing because it's so far away and it's kind of small and blocked, but if you orbit it around, you can still work with that piece in a different angle. So I just watched a bunch of videos on Sketchup this past week and helped me do houses and how to add a roof. I recommend going, and they're using a different program called Sketchup Free. We're using PISD Sketchup, so the videos that you just find online do not look the same with all the controls on the sides. So you really have to learn how to teach this to the students. So go and play with it before you have these lessons. I've learned a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. If I come over here to home, that's where you have all your, this is the one I'm currently working on. Hopefully I didn't just erase it. I've learned how to make houses. If you double click on it, remember, oh, I did save. Click save. Make sure you click save whenever you're in your option so that the kids don't lose their progress. So here, even if you worked on it and you saved it before, always make sure that it says saved up at the top. Because if you try to exit out and you don't save your progress, then it's gone. Okay, so 3 lines, home brings you over, and you can also click on your image, and there were some other options.